Hi, Amir.
Hello.
Thank you so much, Missosology, for spearheading this one.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, today we have two of the brightest queens that I know.
Yes.
Miss International. We have the 48th Miss International Alejandra here,
Hi! Hello!
and also the 58th Miss International down below me, Mariem.
Woo!
We just wake up.
Hola.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So today, of course, since we are now in a situation we're in, it is really very difficult to predict what is going to happen the next few weeks, months, or even years. So we are just trying to make people entertained and know exactly what is going on with the Miss International Beauty Pageant. But before we do that, we are Amir is here to actually like ask us questions about our pageant, the Miss International Beauty Pageant,
Yes.
how it has affected your lives, you know, two of you, and it's good because you are like from 10 years apart, although the age is not 10 years apart.
Oh,
Yes.
for bad.
And both of you already met in Hokkaido last year, so yeah, this is going to be like some sort of a reunion as well. So Amir from Missosology, shoot, ask questions. I'll just listen.
Oh, really? You can also ask your
I'll try
question.
to answer if I could, if I'm the one who could actually
Okay.
answer. But, you know,
How
both
are
of
you,
you actually
girls?
very good resource people.
How are you, girls? What keeps you busy now these days?
Well, me actually, I'm experiencing such a good moment because, like at first, like sometimes, like I was a little bit, like stressed or, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like, where and how all the situation is going to be. But now I'm in certain point where I'm like studying, I'm reading, I'm practicing more yoga, I'm starting a new project. So for me, actually, I
Oh,
think I start seeing a good positive picture of all
Vibe.
this.
It's exactly what we need now. Positive vibes.
wow. Nice to know that. How about you, Miriam?
Well, I'm really great. After last year, where I had a very busy schedule with Miss International, I didn't have so much time to enjoy my home, my people, my and even myself. Like I was more on a plane than at home or finding some time to do other stuff that I just left aside because of Miss International, like yoga, studying. But I actually, in that time, I was doing both things, being Miss International and also continuing with my study. And so this time, even though I know it's very difficult, the first days I was like, oh my God, I need to clean this, I need to clean that, I need to I was so stressed with the whole situation. And after maybe 1 week or two, the first 2 weeks of quarantine, I started to relax more, to do more exercise, to find other things to do at home, like maybe meditation, cooking, which I didn't know I could do.
Oh,
and,
what do you
and
cook?
yeah, I'm sorry.
What did you cook?
Well, I think cooking like banana bread. I think everyone is doing that. and apple pie also. A healthy apple pie recipe I found.
By the way, what's
in
the situation in Venezuela? Can you guys go out of your house at a certain period of time, just like what is going on in some countries wherein you only have like 1 hour or 2 hours of, okay, you can go shopping, but what's the situation there? I mean, in Spain, at least
Okay,
somehow I know because it's in the news, but information from Venezuela is so really
not
hard.
so much. Yeah, well, I think Venezuela is one of the countries that has started the quarantine very, very soon. That's why we control the number of confirmation cases of coronavirus. I think there's political reasons also, but the thing is that they made it. The government controlled in a certain way the cases, and
So bad, actually.
but the first month, I think, after the first month, people started to go out more. Actually, I went out yesterday to do some grocery shopping, and yes, there's a lot of more people in the streets, or maybe I've in the street, just in front of my house. I see always like people walking, but it was all after the first month. I know in other countries it's not the same, but maybe it's a good situation, when you see that people start to recover their usual life, maybe.
I just came back to the Miss International Miss Parry office yesterday in Ginza, and it's empty. I posted it on my Instagram, and maybe you saw it. It's empty.
Yes. And that's so hard to see. You never see Ginza without people.
I know. Yeah, there's always people, even early in the morning, but not that much people. Even at nighttime, after I finished work, went out. It's like, oh, nobody.
I'm just also ask Alejandra, because in Spain, it's one of the most affected country, right? I mean, among the countries in Europe. So what's the current situation now in Spain?
Well, actually, right now we are like getting better. Let's say, like, of course, we still have like so many people that has the coronavirus, and so many people that died. But actually, like, right now we are like controlling the situation, and now we are having like these different like we have like different phases. And for example, like we are in number 0, and we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, until we get like the new our new life. That's more or less what we call it. And it depends on which provinces. Sorry?
The new norm.
Yeah, exactly. And it depends on the province that you live. You have different types of things you have to follow. Like, for example, right now it depends on, for example, for me, that I'm 30, I can go from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. To go for a walk, or to go running or do some sports. And then until 8 p.m., from 8 to 11 p.m., I can do the same thing. During the rest of the day, if I have to go to the supermarket or to the pharmacy or things like that, I can go out. But just like, like go to the supermarket or go to the grocery shop and then come back. It's true that I'm so lucky that I'm passionate about animals, and I love dogs, that since I have my dog,
Lola.
I can walk, Lolita, I can walk her out. Yeah. So I can go out a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, it's quite tough.
Yeah.
Girls, you still look so beautiful.
Anyway, how could you look so beautiful under quarantine?
Yeah, under pressure. I want to know.
Well, I have to say something. It's like in the past 2 months, maybe this is my second time that I get like a little bit of makeup done. I didn't even remember how to do it.
This is not a normal day on the quarantine days.
Are you, Mariem, let me ask Mariem, are you doing online courses right now in your university, or you're...
Yes. Well, I just started this week on Monday.
Okay.
And it's really, I don't know if it's for you guys, if you tried it before, but it's really difficult for me because it's not the same when you have the interaction with your teacher on class, like in the classroom. But online, I just get like bored, and then I forget to study. But well, I have to do my effort. So I really want to graduate soon.
Yeah, sorry for keep holding you for 1 year because of that one.
No. Well, it was the best year of my life, so there's not a problem.
Okay, now Amir, question. Shoot your questions.
Yeah, I just
want
want to.
questions.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to ask them what advice you want to say to all those, who stay at home.
Advice.
Advice
Advice
to those who stay at home. Yes.
to stay home. Advice on that, on how to stay beautiful or what?
Word of advice for those who are now staying at home.
Well, for me, I think that really, I know it's hard, but try to be as positive as possible. And actually, like, I know like so many of my friends that they actually discover like new abilities that they didn't know they could do. Like, for example, Mariem, like she started, like cooking, and she's so happy about it. I think that that's so positive. I mean, for example, other people of my friends start like painting, or they are musicians and they start like playing, or creating songs. Me, for example, I've been like reading and studying things that I always wanted to do. For example, I'm reading this book that is called Yoga Sutras from Patanjali. It's about yoga and the mind and everything, and it's so interesting. And I'm giving also time to myself to get more indeed in my meditation, because I really love to meditate, but sometimes I can't really like do all the things that I wanted to do. And now it's kind of like a retreat, me, for example, I try at least to go once a year to a yoga meditation retreat. And this year is like, oh my God, just like life gave me a really long retreat. So let's go and
longer yoga retreat for you now.
Let's try to do other things and give time to ourselves and to our family.
Okay. For me, it would be to stay positive, because sometimes and also don't forget that you have to do what you can do, because sometimes when we see on social media, or like people is always doing stuff and you think you have to do it, and if you don't, you won't. I don't know.
You won't feel satisfied.
Social media push you so hard, like.
I agree with that one. Yeah.
And sometimes you have to keep it calm and go on your rhythm. Just do the things that you can do, and don't push yourself so hard. For me, the first days I was so stressed, and I think that I found like more. I got more calm doing the things I love. Like I started a podcast on Spotify for kids, on Spanish, of course, but a storytelling podcast. And so I only have two books, audio books right now, 2 podcasts, but I did that. And even if you can't do anything, just don't worry. Do the things that I don't know how to say, like, just go on your rhythm, That's what I advise people.
Because that's exactly who you are, Mariem. Even during the 2018 Miss International pageant period, you were never you have your own rhythm.
Yeah.
You were not pressured at all. I mean, like, actually, we were discussing about that one during the quarantine, because we were trying to discuss about, the attitude of the girls, blah, 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 this and that, how is she? How is this one? I think you know that, because that's a very important aspect in judging the contestants during the Miss International Beauty Pageant, because they are being graded based on their attitude. So whenever we discuss, okay, what about Miss Venezuela? Oh, Miss Venezuela, she has her own world. Very quiet. Very quiet. And yeah, you were quiet, actually.
Yes.
And
okay, before I go to the Miss International moments, I just want to ask from you girls a message to all the frontliners.
The frontliners, the medical personnel, that's what I mean, right?
Do you have any message to all the frontliners?
Well, I mean, practically like most of my family, they are doctors. So I
Oh,
really know how the situation is, and you know, I have it very close. So of course, like all this strength, they've been, I mean, they are really working so hard, and you know, they are always with that smile and that energy. I mean, even like actually, even like my father, he had to be at the hospital, so it's been really tough moment for me too in my family. And he told me that one of the doctors, like she used to sing him a song while like she was telling him what to do and stuff like that, you know. So I really, really know that there are like so many good professionals there, that they, apart from doing, you know, their actual job or what they have to do, they even like they encourage all those people and sing, or even they dance, or, and you know, that's so important. Like I, it's like a really, really big like thanks for all of them.
oh,
Yeah, and the medical, all the doctors here in Venezuela deserve an award for me, because the situation, the health situation, it is very hard since 2 years or maybe more. Like Venezuela is facing a very difficult moment when we talk about health care. And imagine, we are not a country, Venezuela is not a country that was prepared to um, to face a problem, this kind of situation. Um, so they really deserve an award after all this is just passed, because they were doing what they could with what they have, and it was not so much. And now imagine, oof, it's like it's more hard for them. So I really admire the people, the doctors that stayed here, because they are helping our people. So yeah, most of the,
okay.
just to put you on track, the doctors left. Most of the doctors and healthcare staff, I don't know how to call it,
Health workers.
had, yeah, they had to leave the country because of the reasons you most know. And I really appreciate the effort that the doctors that stayed here are doing right now, even though it's very difficult.
It's a
Okay.
very complicated situation in Venezuela.
Yeah.
You know, this
Alejandra, my hugs to
yeah,
your parents.
we need a whole day to discuss just the situation in
Yeah.
Venezuela.
It's very hard for me to explain. Even, okay, imagine if it's hard to explain it on Spanish, how hard it is to explain it on English, you know?
Any more question, Amir?
Yeah. Okay. By the way, Alejandra, my hugs and kisses to your parents.
Thank you.
Now let's go now to the Miss International.
I hope
Okay.
I hope Zoom is not going to cut us out, you know, because last time they gave us bonus few minutes, but let's see. Because this is just
Okay.
I think we only have like 10 minutes. So that's if they give us a bonus more minutes, then that's fine. But maybe they're just gonna cut us in 10 minutes. Shoot.
Okay. Girls, tell us more about your experience during the pageant and your most unforgettable moment during the reign.
Who starts? Alejandra.
Okay, I'm here. Me?
She has
All right.
more experience than me.
Turn over her crown twice.
Well, I mean, seriously, I don't even know how to. I get so excited, like just like to think about all those moments. For me,